Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you love yourself and others like always. And many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You are loved, celebrated, and appreciated. We have one option: fight or remain slaves forever. This is a speech from Ibrahim Traore to his military, preparing their minds to be ready at all times and do not worry or give ear to the propaganda of Europe and America, trying to deter their morale by accusing them of taking out the lives of civilians and so on. And we also have information about Niger unveiling the first locally made military vehicles. It's a revolution. It's going on, like it's happening right before our eyes. The Sahel is becoming a hot cake at this time. A lot of inventions here and there, from Burkina Faso to Mali to Niger. A lot of things are going on, a lot of things are happening. And we are all happy and celebrating with the Sahelians for all this new and beautiful thing happening in their life, of course. To the speech of Ibrahim Traore, recently there was this issue. I think I brought it here, of how the Western media had accused Burkina Faso army of unaliving 1,000, or if it's not over 1,000, civilians, that they just go in and open fire on civilians just like that. Ibrahim Traore, that is ready. The life of one of his citizen is as precious as his own life. He can go all in for his people. The same person you come in and say that he own a life, his soldiers own a life over 1,000. Like, this is a propaganda that Western media always work on when they want to destroy the reputation of a leader in Africa or take out the leader. They try everything. Like, they've tried everything with Ibrahim Traore. They have tried everything. All their tactics they have used it on Ibrahim. It's not working, and that's why they are targeting the backbone of Ibrahim right now to take him out, so that they can have access to Ibrahim. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I want us to listen to the speech. And then we also talk about Niger unveiling the first locally made military vehicles, Your Majesties.
Our country has long been in a very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight, or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So, you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward. As for those, we will fight them here. So, we must remember something. Recently, there is a so-called NGO. It's not even an NGO. Because NGO stands for non-governmental organization. They are not non-governmental because they are funded by a federal budget, by a state. This so-called NGO produces reports claiming that the FDS and the VDP commit abuses. It went in here, it came out there. It's to tarnish your morale. It's to scare you, to prevent you from being able to fight. No. Moreover, we are going to file a complaint against this NGO because people need to understand something. What is happening to us here? It's true that they have manipulated part of our populations in the Sahel here But they didn't have that kind of weaponry. What brought such significant weaponry into their ranks? It's Libya. Who destroyed Libya? It's this NGO, the same NGO that made false reports and gave them to those who wanted to create a rebellion so that people would intervene and overthrow Gaddafi. And the powder keg ended up being poured into the Sahel. These millions of lives that have been taken in the Sahel, we must file a complaint against this NGO because it is responsible for these false reports it made to support this thesis of attacking Libya. They have no moral lessons to give us. Look at the world. Let them go defend human rights all over the world first before coming here. We are fortunate to have similar situations. In this world, you voluntarily committed yourselves. There are countries where people are forcibly taken, killed. You leave or you die. Others, even while trying to flee, end up dying. They don't talk about human rights because these people see us as subhumans. They see us as slaves. That's how it is in their minds. They have never changed their mindset, but it's up to us to show them that we are not slaves and we will never accept this state of affairs. So don't be fooled by the stories. They tell to anyone who will listen. You must stay focused on your fight. Stay focused. We know what we are doing. And even now, the VTP commander told me that there is a human rights training session underway for group leaders and their deputies. If we make efforts, we know it's for ourselves. We no longer do things to please someone else. We do it for our homeland. And you are committed to that. Defend your homeland. Do not listen to those individuals. They should not affect your morale. In the history of the world, there have been wars. And during the Second World War, people organized themselves to defend all over the place. But there is a country that could not defend itself, which had to come and take our ancestors to go defend them. And today that same country wants to give us lessons. The pot calling the kettle black. No. You are the descendants of those same ancestors who went to defend others, who liberated the world from Nazism. Today you are fighting for your lands. These same individuals dare to create terms to tarnish you. We oppose this. We will never agree. Continue to defend your lands. It is your wealth that interests these people. It's our gold, it's our minerals that interest them. Otherwise, why come and drive out entire villages to seize our lands? So we will fight and we will reclaim our lands, our wealth. It belongs to us. It's for us. It will benefit us and our children. I therefore encourage you to remember that this war is to free us from slavery. It's for our independence. And you must keep your spirits high, stay strong. Never give in to manipulators, to those individuals who no longer understand the notion of homeland, or to those people who come from outside to try to subdue us through their terms they invented and their organizations they created to enslave us. Fight, move forward, do everything you can. Draw, as I said, from your cultural resources, from what you have been shaped by since the village. Draw from it and wage this war. Stay focused and stay strong.
The Burkinabe engineer Thierry Alain Belem Kouaga unveils a light armored vehicle entirely designed and manufactured in Burkina Faso. A marvel that draws the attention of visitors. The result of more than 24 months of hard work, this vehicle is the outcome of the efforts of a team of Burkinabe engineers and technicians aiming to meet the specific needs of the National Armed Forces.
The vehicle was designed to allow personnel to operate in secure environments so they can carry out counterattacks and also tactical withdrawals when necessary. So it's a vehicle we've called a light armored type because it keeps personnel safe, allows for speed, and can also be used for assault missions. Here we have a turret on top which allows shooters to open fire. And what we've done here is it's motorized. So from inside the cabin, you can operate it left, right, up and down to properly position it on the firing field, so to speak. So at the back, what you see there on the mast is a surveillance camera, which allows the team, for example, when they arrive in an entry situation where they sense danger or need to conduct surveillance, to deploy the camera. With this camera, they can see up to 10 kilometers using thermal or night vision. So this always helps to secure a compound or an environment. Here we have, as you can see, all the ballistic tests that have been carried out. So the tests were conducted from automatic pistols up to the PKMS. And the windows as well, we tested them and they passed the tests.
This achievement illustrates Burkina Faso's commitment to developing a local defense industry, thereby strengthening its technological sovereignty and its ability to respond to current security challenges.
Beyond its immediate military application, the Tamgak Wangari is being positioned as the foundation of a broader industrial push. Officials hope it will spark further locally driven engineering and manufacturing initiatives, supporting both national security and civil infrastructure and development. AES nations focus on home-built military vehicles. Oh my goodness, that's the word, that's it for me. AES nations as Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger focus on home-built military vehicles. Like, military takeover is the best thing that had happened to the life of the Sahelians. The best thing that has happened in the history of this continent is military takeover in the military takeover in the Sahel recently. This military takeover in the Sahel is the best thing that had happened to the continent in years. Just take a look at how these nations are just they're just going, they're just moving forward. And these nations, bigger nations, elder brother nations, that have democratic leaders, they are still where they are. In short, they are struggling. Today, their leg is one step forward, 10 steps backward. 1 step forward, 20 steps backward. But you see these Sahel nations, they're just It's like 100 steps forward every time you listen to information from the Sahel. And it's something of joy. And of course, it brightens my day when I look at the growth and the developments of the Sahel nations because of how this nation have been positioned. They had made us believe that this nation cannot achieve anything good. And this is these nations, letting us understand that a lot of good can come out of their people. And these leaders, rather, are bringing out the potentials of this nation. How can Africa be so rich yet so poor? These are the words of Ibrahim Traore that I will never forget. How can Africa be so rich and yet so poor that we have people like Macron coming out to insult African leaders? Your Majesties, you don't respect yourself. How would other people respect you? Our leaders I think they are even the cause of all this insult on the African people. The way they worship all these European leaders, I don't know which word, whether it's worship or it's fear, I don't know. Yes, of course, they might be threatening them in one way or the other. But if they had taken drastic steps like these leaders in the Sahel, where would they see you before they threaten you? Mind you, leading is also sacrificing. The leaders in the Sahel had sacrificed their lives to protect their nation and the interests of their people. They were ready. Orchestrating a coup is not a joke. Their lives were on the line, but they succeeded. And even succeeding the coup, they still didn't succeed attempt on their lives. They keep attempting to take their life, even up until today. It is only the one of Ibrahim we are hearing. What about the one of Assimi Goita and the General Tiani? There have been effort to take them out as well. So this is it. And the question that keep rising in the minds is, why should you want to take out the life of someone who is doing well for his people? That shows that you never have any good thought or good intention for these Africans. Because if you say you have good intentions for Africans, these military leaders are doing well. So why are you tormenting them? Why are you fighting them? You are fighting that. It's like physical fights. We are seeing how Europe and America are fighting Burkina Faso. Just because their leader is doing the right thing. Every nation on earth have resources. Use your resources in your hometown, in your homeland, and let the Africans be. This is the cry of the African people to the whole of Europe and America. Let Africans be to develop themselves. Let Africa be to regain her strength again. Africa has suffered enough. Mother Africa has suffered enough. And Cable and the Garden of Eden, she has suffered a lot. It is time to let her be to, achieve what she needs to achieve for her children. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always your majesties. Bye for now.